Oh shit, dude. It's been a fucking minute. But ladies and gentlemen, skip 2 weeks, I think. Woo, good to be fucking back, though. Huh? Welcome to
you hear me so good?
Hopefully.
Put up the sexy boom mic.
That should be, it sounds good, hopefully. Yeah, dude, it's been a...
Sounds good. Yeah.
It's been a minute now.
Yeah, fucked up. You got anything new going on?
Well, we got a new president.
That's awesome. Some good or not, it's yet to be seen, but I'm all for the change, dude. I gotta admit.
Regardless, yeah,
For 4 years that Trump was in office, I'm not like a fucking person who's super affected by the economy because I'm a low-level fucking factory worker type deal. But I know that the 4 years that Trump was in office was a lot easier for my existence than these fucking last 4 years. So I'm down to try again to give him the benefit of the doubt. And because I gotta be honest, dude, all the fucking I guess it is akin to like crying wolf, dude, because everything that they said that he was going to do, he didn't do. So
yeah, they fucking,
I think
they're all saying he's gonna have a war.
Yeah, like nuclear wars and all that. So
thought maybe, but he didn't do it in the first 4 years. So I mean, yeah, maybe you have your worries, but you can't use that as a valid argument. He literally didn't. So,
yeah.
And on top of that, for me, it's just, regardless if you're on either side or no side, I don't think anybody was on the side of not having a president, which is pretty much what it's been for the last few months since Biden is officially,
I don't want to be Chicken Little because we talk about this, that we save us from fanatics and whatnot, but I hope to God that it's a smooth, peaceful transition, and hopefully, since if Joe Biden has any power, which I don't know if he does because they kind of tossed him around like a rag doll at the end there, right? Made him step down, put this woman in, took pop shots at this well, not even pop shots, they tried to fucking blow this dude's head off. So now we've got 80 something days to have a transition. I just hope that fucking that happens, Huh?
Oh, I thought you just said you were about to transition. No, just the president.
Not anymore. Fucking, I thought about it, like if you get locked up, fucking many of dudes were fucking getting arrested and saying that they were in transition mode, and then they go to fucking women's prison and they're fucking.
Oh, imagine playing.
Dude, there was a convicted rape, fucking homicide dude that was there.
Yeah, you trans, you go to the women's cell. Now all of a sudden you go out to the yard.
He
bro.
impregnated some ladies, dude. It's fucking nuts, dude.
You're the only one that can dunk in a women's prison.
Awesome. I'm gonna pull up my hood real quick.
You get signed to the WNBA. It's like Charlie Sheen in Major League, except,
Dude, I hope when Trump gets into office, he fucking pardons a bunch of people.
Well, I hope they're good people that he pardons.
I hope he pardons a bunch of people,
Like who? You got any names that you specifically think need to be pardoned? Can he get Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame? Because it's fucking ridiculous.
I know the Silk Road guy. Ross.
Aiden Ross?
No.
Isn't that a streamer?
The guy from the Silk Road, the website that was a
you
dark
don't sound
web.
Like your convictions are very... You should know his name, I think.
Well, I do know his name, but I know a whole lot of other shit too, so... The Silk Road. He's a fucking kid, dude. He's like fucking 20 years old or whatever. He had made a website that was like a dark website fucking for trading stuff, People ended up using it for, like fucking illegal activities.
You're talking about the Silk Road on the old infamous Onion browsers?
Yeah.
The dark web?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But now that dude's been sitting.
And realistically, the dark web is like outer space, and Earth is like the internet. You know, the 99%
Ulbrich, sorry.
Well, the Earth is our internet. 99% of the internet is the dark web.
Yeah.
We're allowed down to the 1%.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a good analogy, because think about how big the fucking 1% of the internet that we are on is. It seems infinite.
Yeah.
And that's 1%.
There's so many other different
Just like
languages
space.
connected. There's fucking military and fucking a 1,000 different facets of the internet that exist outside of. I was thinking about that. Is there anything you can do with a standalone server?
Yeah.
Like if you have your own Fusion server.
Everything is a server. So
How big's the server got to be to
right now
have?
we're on a server. You're on Wi-Fi, and we are on the fucking. First off, we're connected to our ISP's server. Plus, we're live. Well, we're recording. We're not live streaming.
What can we do with a stand? Can you do anything with a standalone server?
Yeah.
And
So-
how big does it have to be to have any value?
A server and a network are kind of similar in the fact that, like, right now, if I have the internet coming off of my computer, well, I'm connected to Wi-Fi, right? You're connected to the same Wi-Fi. You could access my computer
Right.
because
I'm doing it right
the
now.
network is a server,
His name's Wim Hof breathing.
essentially.
You know the guy Wim Hof. But yeah, we
And then
get
whatever
into
we're
each other's
hosting on
computers,
this-
like fucking.
So if you wanted to play a game like Pale World online,
Like, ma'am, I just need you to go to the File Explorer file on your open desktop and open. Go ahead. Don't worry about the QR code that is popping up at this time.
So-
No, ma'am, if you see the mouse moving, it is just because it
server.
is an old mouse. It's probably floating or has some debris inside of it, yes. Sorry.
wonder why we can't get monetized.
Yeah, because we're too fucking funny.
They don't even let that on The Simpsons anymore.
They can't even do Apu on The Simpsons. Well, fuck
Which
The
is
Simpsons.
ridiculous.
Sorry, well, not fuck The Simpsons. Fuck everything post. Everything Simpsons that's post not being able to do it, dude. It's
Either-
fucking stupid.
Did they just get rid of Apu? Is Apu completely gone?
I'm not even sure, dude, because
Is there a
I'm
Quickie
being,
Mart anymore?
I am being a bit of an asshole because I haven't watched The Simpsons
I know
in
it.
a long time, dude.
I feel like when I get
I'm too busy
terminally
with this
ill,
fucking AI.
when I'm terminally ill and I'm bedridden and all I can do is watch TV, it's going to be nice to have, 18, 20 years of The Simpsons and South Park that I haven't caught up on. 14 seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia that I haven't caught up on.
Dude, the fucking fire stick. Fire.
If you don't
Fire,
want
dude. I
to
could
turn-
barely use my computer anymore.
all it does is turn whatever you plug it into an Android operating system.
Yeah,
And
it's
an
awesome.
Android operating system has the Google Play Store.
Just like my blue stacks.
And if you have that, then you can have whatever apps and shit you want on it. Open source, baby.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
That's what-
Open source. Elon's about to be fucking in the White House. That's insane, dude.
How is it? I mean,
What the fuck is gonna happen?
the White House.
I hope we flourish, dude. As a country, we help everyone else on Earth as much shit as we do.
You do that by fixing our shit first.
Yeah. So let's stop with the wars. Let everyone to do their shit. Keep building up our shit.
I'm a big Elon guy because I'm so into space and everything that comes with it. Me and my mom got into a bad argument the other day because she's a diehard Democrat and I'm a liberal for all the through and through, and so this recent election, this is the most my views have ever, I think, gone to the right side. But she tried to tell me that Elon did everything he did just to get into Trump's cabinet. And I'm like, that pissed me off so much. I was like, he became a rocket scientist and made self-driving cars and electric cars. And the biggest automobile producer, the hottest cars in the world are Tesla.
And a boring company and
it's
fucking
American.
Satellite company.
And giving, internet to fucking anywhere. Oh, you're in the middle of the mountains and
Did
you
you hear-
desperately need a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Donald Trump when he said, after the hurricane,
Can you get
they
fucking
said, can you
North
get
Carolina
Starlink
some
here?
fucking-
And he got it there
some
quick. So quick, Elon, this guy.
So, I'm sure, obviously they're painting
Genius.
everything in whatever color to sound better, but if you take
Not as
fact
smart
at fact,
as
how
me.
those are good things.
But he's a genius.
It's an American car company. It gives American jobs.
Help do all that, dude.
I have my friends
Oil,
work at
cars, fucking technology, whatever, dude. Flourish, golden age. While we're here, dude, I don't mind soaking up some fucking golden rays.
Tesla. dude, we got my
I'm
buddy, like I said, my buddy
fucking
Jesse
hated.
from work. We call him Young Eli once he got the job at Tesla, which I applied for, went to, did. Yeah, they didn't take me because definitely I didn't fit they knew I wasn't going to be able to sit in a cubicle. I did. I literally I already had their programs that they were going to use and test me on. And when I got there, I was like, oh yeah, I've been training on them. I got them. I downloaded them. They give you a link to some of them, but then I even found like their actual fucking like network or their actual operating system that they can use on like their backbone, their CSS or their C++ library, basically their computer programming language.
That's
so
the only language that I know is fucking C++ and a tiny smidge of fucking Python. That's
We're
it.
getting off subject. He works there. He is doing those things. He's doing the autonomous car learning, machine learning for the cars and all that. Those are that's a great pay. He doesn't work at the P3 anymore because he works there. You know, like he's 24, 25. Yeah. So they never needed a bailout, right? Ford and Tesla, only two American car companies, never need a bailout. Now Tesla hasn't been around as long.
To
but
be a
still.
devil's advocate, I'm pretty sure he's gotten a lot of government funding up front, which is fair because everyone does that. If you're starting some new shit, you get money from the government,
really
right?
Stupid shit though.
And I think he's owed money too, because I'm pretty sure like his fucking parents and stuff were South African fucking ballers, like
his dad made his money from diamonds,
slave trade and fucking pink diamonds and shit. So
if you make money from diamonds in Africa,
yeah,
then,
dude,
yeah, I can't imagine your hands are clean.
I make no illusions. I said it's the lesser of two evils. It's two crime families, and this crime family happens to be more akin to like the Italian mob that liked their neighborhood clean and everyone respected them in a weird way, and you don't fuck with women and kids, yada yada.
Agreed.
Versus cut your dicks off and fucking shove a tampon up your ass and call yourself a furry or whatever the fuck cuckoo shit. I literally couldn't do fucking 4 years of cuckoo shit, dude.
It's like
I just needed a... Thank God, fucking, I hope it goes to that way, so just be cool for a little bit, and I hope it stays cool, dude, because we got a lot of changes going on.
Though, but we're all arguing against moot points. Pretty much everybody knows politics is rigged. Everybody knows that the Congress and the House are
just
all
be
paid
fucking
for,
keeping us busy, bread and circuses while they do what they want to do. I hope it's not the case. I mean, this is the first time ever that it appears that an outside person has stepped in the arena, originally probably, he says because the country was so bad, but probably originally to seek celebrity, to seek some fame and more money and deals out of it. He's a narcissist and egomaniac, right? So that probably was the original intention.
But
I've seen a lot of his interactions now, dude. I think
money too.
Yeah, he's got his own money, and I think he cares about America, dude.
The first time he won, I think the reason was because it was Drain the Swamp, right? And his promise was to get rid of that, and people believed that because he had his own money. He didn't necessarily have to rely on donors, which is bullshit because they spend so much money on the ad campaign. It's fucking garbage. They could cure homelessness.
Speaking
with one presidential ad campaign.
Kamala spent more money on this campaign than any campaign anyone has ever spent money on Earth and then lost.
So that sounds, a candidate that has less lobbyist money sounds good to me. Like, think a guy that was there for 4 years and didn't have war. I don't know if he can do another 4 without it, but shit, that's how you would draft a player, a quarterback that won 4 national championships versus one that didn't. Right. You'd be like, well, I don't know if he can win a Super Bowl, but
this is part of the overall issue, though, dude, is because there's a difference between equality and equity, they say, right? And we used to be a country of merits before they started giving fucking participation trophies to all the kids in fucking soccer, right? Right about the cutoff of when I stopped playing soccer, like fucking 16, 17 years old as a youth, they gave you a trophy. If you were in first place, it was gold. In second place, it was silver. In third place, it was bronze. If you were in fourth place, you might got a fucking participation ribbon, something, a piece of paper. But what the fuck is the point of the silver and the gold and the bronze if everybody gets the same fucking thing, right? So we used to be based on merits, and I understand the sentiment of wanting to give everyone a fair shot, right?
Yeah.
I understand the sentiment, but communism doesn't work, dude. You can't force humans' actions, dude. You have to do your best to set up the environment which leads them through human nature, because good luck, dude. That's the hardest thing to change, dude. I don't know if there's, I mean, short of groundbreaking technologies.
And
fucking
yes,
tragedies.
A perfect scenario, socialism and communism, but there isn't. I hate when people
doesn't
plan
exist.
for theoretical perfect scenarios.
Right.
I hate that shit.
Capitalism doesn't exist correctly.
But capitalism is it the number one best? No, but when everybody
it seems
else
to
fucks
work
up
the
a
best
whole
so
ton,
far.
it's
You
still
know,
kinda
it
works.
seems to give you a shot. Everybody gets at least some kind of shot. You start with $0, and if you put $2 together, and then you put $4 together,
Capitalism works.
and then you
The
meet
political
some
system
people
wasn't
and
fucked.
work together.
Capitalism shouldn't be able to influence politics, but it does. So
Right. Well, they say they want to do away with some of that stuff and put limits on some of this doning and lobbying and all this shit. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
Voter ID.
rich people are going to do
fucking-
what's right for rich people. They always have. But
Well, it's odd that the rich people all seem to be the Democrats
at least
this
you
time,
know
dude.
what this
All the
motherfucker
celebrities talking
crazy,
shit.
whether you like him or not. First off, he can.
I
only
like
do
how he
4 years.
dances.
He can only do 4 years, right? Because he can't get.
But then J.D. Vance, then Vivek Ramaswamy,
Still,
then
that's-
Tulsi Gabbard, then RFK, then Barron Trump. Woo! Till I'm dead. Golden Eagles. Woo! No, I don't know what's actually going to
That's
happen on
correct.
Earth, dude, and I
I'm
don't really
not
care.
on
I
that.
told you I'm all into Jesus Christ, so.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not into anything
The
that.
dogs, Jesus.
But
Trying
from
to
the
get over
worst case scenario,
cigarettes.
if you hate the dude 4 years and
Sponsored
he can't
by
get reelected
Zen.
again,
Just joking.
I think it's good to go back and forth. If we're only going to have two parties, bounce back and forth between them. That way they can't do
Yeah, it's kind of the
too
point
much,
of it,
you
dude.
know?
If they start swinging too far to the fucking right, then 4 years, midterm / 4 years from now, then they'll vote him out.
Reaganomics ruined this country, so you can understand why people got away from the Republicans for so long.
But part of the problem, dude, I told my buddy this way back when, is that it doesn't matter what rules are in place if the people that are enforcing the rules are the people that are breaking the rules.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
there has to be,
Everybody knows.
There has to
Corruption's
be-
the problem.
it has to
Money makes the
be
world go
checks and balances like voter ID, same day voting, same day counting. Very select cases for fucking early
I
and
don't
fucking
get how the mail-in works.
mail-in. Fucking that shit sucks, dude. Every time they do that shit, we gotta wait fucking 2 months for them to count the votes. And on top of that,
But
there's
Trump's
fucking
already
burning
declared.
ballots and missing boxes and stuffed shit. And dude, when I went to vote this time, I felt so happy, despite the fact that technology can be hacked. It's way less susceptible to being fucked with. There's way less smart people that could fuck with the technology than
Physical
people
ballots
that
you just throw in
right.
the trash.
They
Yeah.
filled up duffel bags and put in the back of the taxi cab, yada yada.
You
Right?
watch Superstore? It's one of my favorite shows. It's the reason I got a job at Walmart after the pandemic. For anybody watching...
No, I know of it, but I didn't watch it. Excuse me.
Let me make sure I tell people. Walmart is nothing like Superstore. Okay, so... it has even the moments that you're like, holy shit, this could be on Superstore. It's still not fun for you. Like, you're not enjoying that moment. Perhaps if you want to watch the security cams, that might be fun. You know, maybe the guy's in security. But other than that, it's not. But
Only
back
if
to what
there's
we were talking about.
dressing rooms.
Superstore. There's an episode where they have the people at the polling place. And the manager, Glenn, and the assistant manager, Dina, get into a fucking argument over how to set it up, and they knock over a coffee pot into the fucking ballot box and fucking ruin all the ballots. Then they try to dry them out, and they blow out the window. So, yeah, that's better.
And also, they fucking have dead people's names on them and all kinds of susceptible, all kinds of stupid shit.
If they're computerized, then if you do hack one, you have the ability to hack millions.
Yeah, but they're standalone units at least. You'd have to have fucking all those separate actors
the
working
units.
in all those different places. And
Most of them are one company making those things. You know?
I know.
They're like
It's
arcade
just-
machines.
For right now, dude.
One dude's making those fucking light up things at Dave and Buster's and every fucking, you know? Like, there's only a couple of factories. Yeah, no. The ways to get rid of corruption aren't easy. What's his name?
I know, but we could at least have everything that
Buffett.
it doesn't make sense that in supposedly the most civilized and well-funded country that's got supposed to have its shit together, that we wouldn't have those simple things that me and you can sit here and talk about and say that's common sense, makes sense. Why don't we do
Buffett
that?
Said the easiest way, first off, is to anytime the GDP falls below a certain percent and fucking the economy falls below a certain percent.
He's
no
right
sitting
here.
member of
I swear to
Congress-
God, show my screen. He's right here on my screen.
No sitting member of Congress should be able
Gets
to.
paid, right? Or could get reelected.
Yeah, they're frozen. Yeah, they can't
Look
get
at
reelected.
simulation. You see it in the corner there? Warren Buffett. It's not taxed at all. Warren Buffett shared the best investment you can make.
Come
It's that
on.
401k. It's a simulation,
well,
dude.
I
It's
don't
been
know.
there the whole time, too. The picture
Well,
on the
he's
left
actually talking
changes,
about
but
what we're
that
talking
doesn't.
about.
And there's Elon. Well, they know.
If
I
he's telling you to
fucking...
get a 401k, I don't understand how the fuck that.
I'm on this shit.
If you're gonna let some other. The best part about a 401k
Yeah,
hopefully, is
breakdancing,
that
bitch.
somebody's just matching your investment. The problem is they're the one doing the investing.
Yeah, because you're never going to get that fucking money back, dude.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
glad you gave me a
invested 0
$50,000
cents.
or I'm glad you donated $500,000 into my 401k, but then you invested it in fucking Blockbuster, and now we're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You know what's crazy? They still invest in my 401k even though I don't put money into it. My business. It's like a life insurance policy against me, or for me. I don't know.
Well, if they're not putting any money, then
They are. They put money into it. Little trickle amounts just to keep it open. I guess they probably could get a kickback at the end if I fucking quit or die or something weird. Some government write-off.
That's fucking. Well, all right. Enough politics.
Wait, did you ever see this, dude? Do you know what this plane is?
No.
There's this Lockheed Martin plane. It's supposed to be like a
Oh, the
black-
new one. That's good. They finally allowed
This
it to
thing?
break the sound barrier.
No, this thing
This
is
is the one that's.
this giant one. But underneath it, every one of these, dude, every one of these is like a
Jamie,
fucking
make it bigger.
F-22. That's like a F-22 fucking. What's your Oh shit, I clicked the wrong button. I'm bad, Jamie.
You're a terrible Jamie, bro.
Because I fucking hate this fucking specific.
Hey, yeah.
I hate that
Jamie,
specific
what you
whatchamacallit. It was a video short that I watched, so it was fucking really cool, dude. It shows the fucking individual jets, dude. It had like fucking 30 F-22s attached to the bottom of it. It's supposed to be the largest aircraft ever created specifically for that purpose, to test the limits. I don't know, it might have been some fucking TikTok.
I think they were building one. They're trying to get the rights for to be certain, because you weren't allowed to be loud and break the sound barrier over residential areas because the sonic boom would sound like a bomb. So that's why they haven't been able to make certain planes, or like passenger planes, like Boeings and stuff like that, to be bigger or faster or anything because of noise ordinance. So, but I think they approved the government to make a plane. Now it would be a passenger plane, but just to at least get the technology off the ground, you had to go like even crazy fast. And they got the right to break the sound barrier to do it, to test it over residential lands, but it's also supposed to be
It's gonna get
a
crazy
way to
soon,
make it
dude.
completely silent.
They're gonna have fucking
So you pop it over the sound barrier, but then boom, now
drones,
you can't hear it at all.
taxis, fucking all kinds of shit.
Instead, when you go to the Galleria Mall, it doesn't sound like, you know,
Yeah, I don't know
fucking
what the
it's
height
like
limit
to
is.
land on
I
top
know
of you.
for radar that it's 500 feet. I don't know how you're gonna be driving around like, like taxis and whatnot in the air. In between 0 and 500 feet? Because can you imagine getting in a fucking taxi that has no pilot and it's a drone and it flies you across the fucking city, Blade Runner
I mean,
style?
it's kind of what every plane you get on, it's not flying itself, you know, or it is flying itself. The
Little
pilots
bit.
are kind of just there for,
Sorry,
window
my brother's a
dressing,
pilot, so
or
I got
backup.
shot about.
you know,
He does the flying, taking
which is
off
good
and
because
landing.
you're taking guys that were war veterans and giving them shitty salaries and overworking them.
Yeah,
And you're like, when the fuck do those guys get to take a
that's
break?
crazy, dude. They get smoked, dude.
So thank God they can at least kind of kick back on that shit.
Shitty.
You wanna
You want to talk about something amazing, dude?
what we're smoking
Real quick. That's awesome. What are we smoking?
today for our enjoyment? We have from a new dispensary in Kenmore, which is my favorite of these new real legal dispensaries that have been around, bro. The Kokoro Way. They reminded me of some Naruto.
Kokoro Way.
And from them, we got 3.5 grams for $60 of some Yeti Blizzard Moon Rocks.
Blizzardo Rokoro.
So THC hash infused Bud Keef. Since we got shit cameras still, 360. You done? Fucking. There's no Bobby Lee for us to get away with it. All right, we're just gonna have to start telling people that you're Asian. You're 4% Asian. 36% THC. In this son of a bitch, 361 milligrams.
Cannabis in Buffalo, motherfucking New York. You never thought it would happen. It's kind of crazy, dude, because I'm a fucking half criminal at heart, right?
At heart?
I'm a half criminal at heart.
What about in the eyes of the law? Because I think you're a half criminal there, too.
I've been a good boy for a while, so...
Yeah, so you're still half a criminal, right? If you were 100% criminal for a while.
Semi-good boy for a while. Leave me alone, motherfuckers. But... I don't know how I feel about a particular issue. I like the fact that weed is legal, but like we discussed before,
I love
if you're an awesome weed smoker, you just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
it just feels so good to drive around with weed in my car and not have to worry.
It takes a smidge of the thrill. It takes a smidge of the thrill. I like the fucking convenience over the fucking getting chased around over some nonsense.
It was great. I do agree. And there's still places to go. And I go and visit my buddies in South Carolina, man. I'm nervous, bro. You know? And which is weird because it's like, if anything, they're more lax now than ever. But it's still just being in a place that isn't 100%. I'm like, oh shit. They want to. If I'm wearing a Yankees cap, if I'm wearing an Ohio hat, bro, you're definitely going to get fucking gassed up for smoking weed.
You can't even look at porn in Texas. Isn't that crazy? Some of the states fucking...
You can't look at porn in Texas? My buddy that was calling before, if he calls back, should we... I can call my crazy buddy. We can put him on speaker, put him on pod.
Ask him what porn sites he's still
Yeah, he's a police officer too, dude. He's a Mexican police officer, bro. And Bill's super fan, Billo. And he is fucking amazing. He is my brother from another mother, dude. He's calling to... tell me for the 100th time that I need to come to Texas and that he just wants to present me at the Anchor Bar in Texas in front of their Bills backers because, like I'm Simba in The Lion King. And I love him to death. I'm just poor. And he's always like, I'll pay for everything. I'm like, bro, even if you did pay for everything, it's still going to cost $500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's a haul, dude. We're in fucking... all the way in the corner.
So I just need to get to past Christmas. I've been saving up, get past Christmas, and then I can actually spend some money. I'm turning 40 in April, thinking maybe I'd want to go to Japan.
Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. Japan's fucking pretty cool. I might have been a fucking Japan man back in the day. Past life or something.
I think to get monetization, we're gonna have to say.
I used to be a Japan man back in the day, before I reincarnate into the Shinto temple for the very first time.
For disclaimer, we did the DNA tests that we send away.
On every single race on Earth. I can do whatever I want because I'm every single race. I'm every single gender, sex, creed, ethnicity. I'm red, blue, black, white, green, brown, Asian. I'm Russian, Korean, American.
Say Russian.
None of those things, but it doesn't matter.
It wasn't Korean, the Asian.
Like
we won't release it until
Tony Hinchcliffe said Puerto Rico is garbage. Focus on him. He said Puerto Rico is a fucking trash on. But he's right, dude, because Puerto Rico has a serious issue with garbage, dude. Not the people of Puerto Rico are trash. Puerto Rico's awesome. No, they're garbage management specifically. Literally waste management. That's the issue.
Well, they were always mad at
They're stuck though. They got a fucking tiny ass island, dude.
The president, right, of Puerto Rico, is basically like
he wants to put
palace
in the
like
ocean.
A king on this little island.
That's always the case.
They were
dude.
always upset with his ass. I can recall that.
Always the case, all over the place.
But I don't think
Dictators.
floating. Dude, if you've been to
That's why America's so great.
It's fucking beautiful. Like,
that's why America's so great, dude, because people aren't gonna let a fucking tyrant jive. There's lots of people. We'll let a team jive. We'll let a tyrannical team jive for a little bit. See what they're up to. See what they're up to.
Is a tyrant, and they let that fucking
more
garbage
monopoly.
Thrive.
Monopoly.
How the fuck is that not a monopoly? Can
no, it is.
Tell me?
It's a monopoly.
It is. But nobody else is allowed to make a simulation football
monopoly
game.
laws so long ago, dude.
Nobody's allowed to
They
make a
love
simulation
centralized
NFL
power.
licensed football game.
It makes it so hard for anyone else to participate. But even that's changing. People like Donald Trump and these people realize that podcasts like Joe Rogan and Lex Friedman and
I love Lex.
Jordan Peterson and these things.
I think he makes some good points, but he's an asshole. He's like Gordon Ramsay or something. He's out there to get. Same thing with that Charlie Kirk guy. Like, I don't even care if your points are right, dude. Your whole shtick is to get yelled at.
Well, anyway, that's
people.
beyond the point, because the point is that podcasts now get more traction than fucking mainstream
That's why
news.
Budweiser's dying, because the youth doesn't drink Budweiser anymore. They drink fucking
White Claw,
Twisted Teas and White Claws and High Noons, you know? So they fucking, those are dying. Yeah, they're having trouble. A lot of the things they thought they had a stranglehold on, like cigarette companies, they're like, well, we got this forever. No. Well, they didn't fucking see these things coming, or they didn't invest heavily enough. And as long as these fucking vape companies, as long as they stay either independent or there's just so many that the nicotine guys can't buy them all up, Big Tobacco can't buy them all up, then we're going to be fine. You know what else Big Tobacco owns? Did you know this?
A lot.
They own all your fucking chips. All the junk food companies are owned by
That's a great movie. Thank You for Smoking.
Oh, great movie.
So good.
So fucking good.
If you haven't seen that, it illustrates how the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms or the ATF is fucking nonsense marketing, propaganda, rhetoric, fucking nonsensical.
It stars, who played Harvey Dent?
Two-Face.
Yeah, that Aaron something. I can't quite remember.
Aaron Sorkin.
No, not Aaron Sorkin. Yeah, Jamie, look up who
Two-Face from the Batman movie.
And it's about him. He is the public swing speaker.
Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart.
Not Sorkin.
He is the PR man for essentially Philip Morris. All right, Marlboro cigarettes. And it's his job to spin, public opinion, to show up to Congress debates and
show how awesome
that,
fucking
hey,
cigarettes are, duh.
And it's amazing. And it also highlights him as a father and his son. He's got a son who's sharp as a tack, smart, looks at his dad like a hero.
I think he's got to do essays for
walking
school.
That line of, am I lying, lying?
Maybe bring his dad to school for, bring your dad to work day or whatever, fucking.
So it is fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm. Recommended.
It is one of the best parts. Is
it even shows how the
Macy,
fucking
the congressman
that kidnapped
with the cancer kid on they're on Maury, and he's like, oh, the cigarette companies are trying to kill this poor kid, and that's when Aaron Eckhart looks over and he's like, well, I would argue that if anything, Big Tobacco wants to keep him alive and smoking for as long as possible. You, Congress, want him to die because then your budget to fight us would get bigger. If he lives and nobody dies from cigarette fucking smoke, then what are you going to run on? Matter of fact, you're from Wisconsin, aren't you, Governor? You know the most people in this world die from fucking heart disease? I think we should slap a skull and bones on every piece of cheese that comes out of Wisconsin. Doug, it is amazing the way he twists that. It was great, and it's true.
lying with statistics.
That was fucking
It's crazy,
awesome.
dude.
Whether he's a good guy or bad guy, that's the whole point. Whether you debate or what
it's-
side your
it's a
morals
fucking
on, how
sharp movie,
flexible
I
are
like
your
that.
morals. But wow, what a movie. Good, bring it up.
But you know it's better than that.
Naruto?
No. Well, it is. But what's better than that? That I get this, dude. I watched 5 times in my first. Since I watched it once, and then I watched it 4 more times in the first weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I watched it on Friday night, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. That's just part 1. And then I watched part 2. I had to wait a couple of weeks.
Look in the camera and tell them what you're talking about. What movie?
Hold on, because I want to incorporate it too, because I love it so much. Blues, beautiful baby blues. Like Cool Mint
What if I'm
Zin.
wrong on what you're about to say?
Sponsored by Cool Mint Zin. Blue. Cool Mint Zin. Just like the baby blue eyes of these spice huffing Fremen.
If you didn't know your Zin was full of spice, you do now.
Ooh. At nighttime, you could see the spice in the air. It's beautiful. The spice harvesters
Pull your bike.
to get down low to the sand so they could listen. Is that a sandworm? Oh, it's what's it? This is Uso. This is Morbid. Uso. Paul. Right? This is.
If we were a
I watched it
podcast,
fucking 20 times.
if we were a
Steiger,
podcast, you got to describe for the audio listening audience what movie. Say it.
Dune.
Boom.
Part 1.
And
Part 2.
Part 2.
With Zendaya, Timothy Chalamet. Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't want to say anything
Actually,
from
you say his name Timothée. Because he's French, but
Timothy
he actually
Chalamet.
lets people pronounce it Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet.
He basically said he doesn't-
Garçon.
Oh, sorry, we've been on here.
Je m'appelle
He basically said
Timothy Chalamet.
People, say Timothy.
Je
here,
suis un Paul Freeman.
Timothée sounded a bit, pretentious. Timothée Chalamet, he always said. I think that's a good call because I like him, but he does look like he would be pretentious. He looks like a young McConaughey or something.
Dude, he
I'm
looks
gonna have
like-
to throw to respect him as not being a.
He
Or like
looks
a
like I
gossip.
want to go against my conservative and religious values. He's a fucking handsome kid, dude. And that fucking gear, dude, in the movie, I almost can't even stop looking at him. I love fucking Zendaya's fucking smoke show, dude. Fucking smoke show, but
You're like Theo Vaughn. Oh, this is so funny.
oh my goodness, this dude in the fucking outfits, dude.
Bro,
These
his pussy must
suits.
just flock at his, You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, dude.
Were you there when we went to
suits,
Darien
the
Lake and that hot
knives,
girl
the
walked up to
Chris
Teddy?
knives made my blade shatter, or made my blade chip and shit. This fucking shit.
You know what
dude.
though? That's how you kind of looked like him as a young. Now you look like a Sublime on mushrooms version.
My eyes are so
You got that. You made the bitches. You made the hottest
My eyes
bitches
marijuana.
weak in the knees. If only you could have moisturized a little more.
Yeah, I'm getting wrinkly, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the fucking dang cold weather.
Is that it? It's
Yeah,
not
because
the-
I've been working
it's not the
outside
30
the
years of
last.
smoking.
Yeah, that's probably fucking doesn't help.
Probably
That does not
lack
help.
of hydration.
But I have been doing a lot of outdoor winter work for fun ish. What the fuck's wrong with me? I could do like something. I could do
Good.
podcasting. I could do anime.
I heard that animes are like sweatshops almost. It's
Yeah,
why
I
it's so
know,
hard to
dude.
get those fucking
Everything's
episodes
fucking
out.
grueling.
And after I heard that and I started analyzing anime, it makes sense why like it'll be a still image that they just zoom into and then only his hand will move like once. It's like
Maybe for the whole episode. You know how many times?
well, so I
They
say
draw
like
that
every scene set up. So if there's 40 scenes in an anime show, the first 5 are going to be a recap of last week. The last 5 are going to be the credits and maybe an after shot. So then that chunk in between is really only like 12 minutes. And even that, then, so let's say now you got 25 frames left or 30 frames left, 30 scenes rather. Of those
Still
30
fucking
scenes,
a week's worth
10
of
of
drawing.
those are still shot.
70 people drawing in a room. Dude.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, so, although, did you see Adobe's new thing? Oh my god. maybe you can bring it up in post, but
What is it?
so they just added to Photoshop, bro. It's savage. The guy's got a 2D drawing, and it's like it's a little knight about to fight a dragon, right? And he's got the dragon here, and now you can move the stuff around like in 2D, okay. But the way he's got the knight, it's like his eyeballs are looking the wrong direction. You can't really just flip the 2D because it won't work. So the only way to really do it is you have to like redraw the character, cut out his eyes, put in new eyes, and that. Well, what they do is he clicks one button, and what you don't realize is, you ever play Paper Mario?
Yeah.
So you're looking at it at the 2D. What it does is it turns it all 3D, but you don't even realize, right? And then he takes the little knight, and he just turns him. He just rotates him in 3D. So now he's facing the 2D dragon, but it still looks like it's Paper Mario, you know? But then if you wanted to click the button and turn, you would see that it's all just become 3D.
Is it AI?
Yeah, it uses the AI to you know,
falsely
take
render
your image and turn it into 3D.
fake part of it.
It was so sick, dude.
It is sick.
It looked so cool. Like, he rotated the big dragon this way, he rotated this guy this way, and he rotated him completely around.
It's gonna be cool for a while, dude.
It's
We're gonna
super
be in
amazing.
Fucking utopia on Earth for a little bit at least.
It's
fucking awesome.
That was
dude.
really cool.
I can't
So
wait
that
to see
could
all the
definitely
creative
help
things. Image to fucking video, text to video, all these things. The AI is insane, dude. You say, draw me 4 tiny panda bears crawling out of a petri dish in a fucking mushroom forest. And the AI
easy.
in fucking 15 seconds.
It's
or
getting,
less.
finally, they're getting the ones
It's insane.
where it can spell correctly, and it's getting digits and limbs. If you watch anime, actually, if you watch almost all, if you watch all like comic cartoons or anime cartoons,
give it
a lot of those artists suck at drawing hands and feet.
They say it's the hardest thing to draw.
So you'll notice how they cut
And AI sucks at it too, dude.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's clearly.
Some say there's a spiritual component to that.
When I used to do,
I don't know
3D,
what's special. They say there's something godly about your hands and feet.
when we used to do the 3D animation, you would for a lot of things you would just copy, right? Like if I made an ear, then I would just copy it and flip it inverse,
Right.
and then I'd have a left ear, you know. But with fingers, you would think, oh, just make one inch shorter or longer. It just doesn't fucking work, bro. If you copy, even if you fixed it and bent it after you copied it, it still wouldn't work, bro.
It's an uncanny valley.
Now I was thinking about this, dude. The first iPhone came out in 2007. That was my final year of computer animation school. Well, how the fuck was I trying to build Transformers? They're trying, and I would do anything to be able to go back and redo that all now. 5 of the courses could be done in 3 programs with 2 clicks. Unreal Tournament Engine, basically, or Unreal Engine 5 has literally just completely replaced the level building class.
We're almost cohesive in everything, connecting fucking robots, taxis, lights, anything.
You know the date, right? Well, the timeline. So next year at Q4, so that's what, October, November, December?
Yeah.
So that's when the AI agents are expected to be fully licensed and sanctioned by the government. And you're asking, what is an AI agent?
Who says on TikTok?
No, this is what's going on in the industry. So AI agents are about to take over the world.
Just checking.
Okay, so you're going to hear this agents, AI agent. I got this agent. I got that agent.
Mm-hmm.
What an agent is, simple as this, is right now you've got ChatGPT, right? And you talk to it and tell it to do whatever. But you can't say, ChatGPT, book me a flight to Japan. You can say, find me a flight to Japan, and it'll bring up itineraries, and it'll show you, and it'll tell you where to go and how to, and all that. But it can't physically push the purchase button,
They
right?
want everyone to have a digital copy.
Physical
/
purchase,
assistant.
actual.
But you never watch
That's
Black
what an
Mirror,
AI
dude. In Black Mirror, there's specifically an episode where to engineer the most perfect AI agent, they make a copy of the woman's brain, then use the copy of her brain as the AI agent. The catch, the AI agent is the equivalent of a human brain, so it has sentience and it has free will. It's locked in its parameters. Its options are work and do the activities that it can do to help its boss, such as anything electronically connected to it, like set the coffee pot, set the lights, make my appointment. Anything that's connected to the internet, anything her false brain can do inside there. But it had free will, but it was in there like a hell, a little hell. Time's going by for it. It's 10 seconds for the person on the outside while it's processing.
Millions of
Fucking insane, dude. And it's trapped in there. And then another one of that to make AI just does the same thing, and I've seen this kicked around, is making prison sentences exclusively mental. So you commit a crime, they give you a 15-year sentence, like fucking Total Recall, plug your brain in.
That'd be sweet.
Subject you to fucking torture.
Well, not torture, but think about that. If you could give somebody a life sentence, but you didn't have to age them, you could give them that.
But no, because people would take advantage. I like said, a criminal at heart. I already found the hiccup in that, dude. It's because people you'd commit crimes to extend your life. I'll fucking kill you to get a fucking 50-year sentence so that I could experience 50 years in my brain. It's only been a day or a week out in real life. I just got free 50 years of experience, and then I'm gonna go do it again and get another 50 years of experience and 50 years of experience.
Okay.
Right?
So that's the bad side.
Yeah, so you gotta let them fucking,
it's
gotta be in real time. Well,
how many people get 30 years, get 15, 20 years, and they come out changed people? How many kids?
Right, you might go through it once
crimes at
and
16,
rehabilitate.
By the time they're 20, they're like, I can't believe I did that as a stupid 16-year-old. And then at 30 years old, they're like, I'm a fucking...
Yeah, all kinds of bad boy
they
stuff.
never get another shot.
Right.
If you could give that 16-year-old kid the fucking 30
thank
years,
you.
this is what your life's going to be like in 30 years, and then snap them back, then they would have... Then you put them on probation and see if that kid, if it worked. And if it didn't, well then, now we're going to go to an actual... Instead of giving you 30 years, we'll give you 5 real years, and then at the end of those 5 real years in jail, if you still ain't fucking, then we're going to put you into another 30 years. Then we'll do it again. 5 years in jail, see if you actually earn your probation.
Well, on other fronts, though, they're making...
That'd be
unfortunately, I saw a woman... this is another short, so take it with a grain of salt, but some agenda was talking about that they're figuring out all the pathways in the brain to implement pain so that they could use it for interrogation tactics or whatever, you know, like that was just a short thing. But it's the same. They could genetically take criminal out of the brain, they could take addiction out of the brain, they could add joy to the brain, you know.
Yeah, they can make chocolate taste like fucking grass.
Right, so what are they actually gonna do? I don't know.
Like chocolate.
We might have like fucking beast warriors and shit running around in no time, like hybrids and
that's
stuff.
What you would
I don't
depend
know.
on politics for. That's why, that's why capitalism can't control or influence politics, because politics has to keep you safe from capitalism.
I saw a guy cloned those, genetically bred those goats. They are half charging them. They got them jammed up because in America he took some like Arabian goats, mountain goats that are super hard to get, super strong, big, and bred them with some other goats in America to make a specific breed, and was selling them, and so they're trying to get them for genetic. But I thought about it. It's the same thing as fucking making dogs. They genetically mix dogs all the time. They just let them fuck instead of mixing their sperm and eggs. You know,
if there's really there's no species like dogs. In one generation, you can take a bloodhound that smells really, really good and another dog that sees very, very well, breed them together, and their puppies will inherit some of those traits, and by the generation after that, you can start to, like weed plants, selectively breed the dogs until they are perfect. And a matter of fact, they have
phenotypes.
I watched an awesome documentary. I believe it was
I watched one about female hyenas have a faux penis. But continue, and then we'll talk about that for a second.
Faux penis threw me off there.
Yeah, it's a tough one to not be thrown off by, dude. I was very thrown off by it when I learned of it, that girl hyenas and that the other hyenas and dogs will rip it off, and
I believe.
Brought to you by Blue Chew. American boners for American men. when you're feeling like you got a faux penis and you need a for show penis, chew, snort, inject, poop. Is there
Blue Chew.
what? I mean, but is there any other ways to consume?
Boof.
I said boof. Okay, so I think we're good. We think we got all of them. Poke some holes in a tin can and smoke it. Put some salt inside the light bulb. Shake out the white stuff and smoke it out of the light bulb. Brought to you by Blue Chew. Get yourself a big boner before you're rocking for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Will we monetize in no
By
time?
no time, big bucks.
What
Big
if,
bucks.
what if that set off a chain reaction and now everybody just started injecting Blue Chew?
Oh gosh.
And Blue Chew
Disclaimer:
had to,
allegedly, you could shoot Blue Chew in
had to
your
come out
ding
and
dong.
Be like, listen, we're sorry about our record profits,
I know all
and
history they
we
do
urge
that
you not
shit.
to do that. Don't listen to Mars and Keeks of APODCALYPSE Now. If they said that,
I mean, you could listen
we
to
would
me,
have
but
some
don't do
followers.
that.
we'd have a viewer or two.
Unless you're fucking so stupid. I don't think you could get away with. I don't think those chemicals jive with fucking.
Let's do a
forms.
PG rated Blue Chew. How would that even go? Here we go. Cutting to you in 3, 2, 1. Blue Chew PG.
Brought to you by Blue Chew PG. If you're feeling down and out, don't know what it's about.
You're not supposed to say PG. It's supposed to be the PG version of what you're saying.
I thought it was.
Here we're gonna go wide cam and we're going back in Blue Chew PG. Take 2 and camera 1 action.
Hey, is there a hot lady in your workplace? That's not PG either. That's very bad. Take it back.
Take it
Scratch
back.
that. I can't
Going
do
wide,
PG.
going wide.
I'm too
Blue
old.
Chew. Blue Chew,
Wait,
Blue
do an
Chew.
example.
What does it do for you?
You do
Blue
an
Chew.
example. Well, the thing that it does,
Keeks is here to tell you.
unfortunately-
No, stop talking, Keeks. We're gonna cut to you. Then you're gonna. Then you get. This is direction. Keeks is here, ladies and gentlemen. Keeks is gonna tell you what Blue Chew can do for you, and it's gonna be safe for your kids to hear when it comes up on a Spotify radio ad. So here it is. Here it is. The PG version of this commercial ad. Blue Chew. What can it do for you, Keeks? Let them know.
I did let you know about the boners, and that's the problem. It's a boner pill. It gives you a big fat boner, so you can lay the smack down when you're ready to lay smack down with a big fat Blue Chew boner.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay? There ain't no politically correct way to slang your thing. My thing. You know what I'm saying?
Brought to you by
So, give us some money.
Blue Chew. I like that all the Dune figures have like blue eyes,
Like Blue Chew.
like Blue Chew eyeballs. Yeah, look at that. Like they definitely
Oh, jeez,
intravenously
Zendaya's
did
eyeball
Blue Chew.
out. Jeez Louise, dude. Magnificent.
Holy mackerel.
That was a good job.
Who
they
is
did.
which one is that?
That's the guy who comes in,
It's Benicio.
spits on the table. Yeah. Not Benicio del
yeah,
Toro,
what's
but
his
the other
name?
cuckoo
No man.
guy.
What's his name?
Did I bump this? Wait,
let's
cut-
try to remember it.
Can you cut to that one for 1 sec? Because I think I might have bumped this silly thing. Yeah, it's gotta be, right?
Yeah, it is. He looks like. Look at his hair. It looks like he was up all night snorting Blue Chew. And that's Timotei next to him. Faux show. That's Timotei faux show.
So you can see Zendaya.
Zendaya's why is she so white?
Racism.
She's lighter than
Me.
than No Country for Old Men.
I put on my red hat for Trump. It's not a Trump hat, but
We can't ostracize the radical left.
we can't ostracize anyone
My mother's the radical left, and she is a saint. I
except
don't
cigarette smokers.
She's not radical left, but she's
Fucking
a
cigarette
lifelong
smokers.
Democrat. And if she was on enough Blue Chew, she would probably be radical.
Dude, there's things that make
you gave her
sense
meth-
both ways. It's
She might go Antifa if you gave her
we
meth.
already talked about that. It's all just a fucking slippery board game, shoots and ladders to keep the time going slow enough for us all to build buildings and shit.
My mom is such a saint though. Like you can take my
AI.
South Carolina buddies, my good old boyfriend, the hardest, poorest Trump, motherfucker got Trump flags and shit, bro. And my mom and them would sit down, and my mom could lambaste them with Democratic shit that they hated, and they could argue. And even after that, they'd be like, "Your mother's a saint. She is such an incredible person. I can't believe you came out of her."
She might just watch a little bit too much specific news
She just
channels.
watches too much CBS. Yeah, that's all she watches, bro. That's all they watch. CBS.
It's a shame.
The only reason CBS is off is if there's a specific,
not on
usually a
her
sporting
part.
event that's not on CBS.
It's not even a shame on her part. She's deserves to be able to turn on whatever fucking news channel and get non-biased fucking news and not have a fucking agenda crammed down her throat that she's not getting fucking pay attention to because she doesn't have the time because she's working and being a saint. Right?
Yeah. She's finally retired. COVID fucked that up.
I promise she's still doing enough stuff that you could say she's fucking working.
Oh yeah, I mean she still does.
She's fucking doing crafts, taking care of people, bringing stuff to other people, helping
She's
Jim.
writing children's books.
Writing children's books.
She got one published. You guys should go check it out. It's Kobe, the big dog with a big heart, and you can get it on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. And I believe you can get on Amazon. You can even get the ebook version.
Rip Kobe's.
So we'll put the link below. Yeah, we can say that shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put a link to my mother's book to teach your children how to read below this video that I never want her to watch. What if we did get famous? You'd
Put your hands up this like the Dragon Ball guys do. Put your fists up like this and we'll put it right there. You know, and then we'll sell. Joe Rogan, you see this? Sell this book, please. Thank you. Everything we do.
Awesome to put my mom on Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
he would be like, she's
Papa
such a saint.
Joe.
They would have such
Papa
a crazy
Joe.
argument.
Help us, Papa Joe.
It would be awesome. I think it would be great too. I think it would be really healthy for the country because I think my mom's such an educated
And Red Bar.
She would be saying that, and Joe would be saying his stuff, and they would actually. My mom would correct him on things, and he would correct her on things. I think it would be fucking great.
Red Bar's watching that I'm poor.
Yeah, we're a long way away. One day we're even going to get a live viewer. Maybe. Oh, we're not live.
No, we will be one day. You gotta have a couple people watching though, or else we're just talking to them.
Yeah, hopefully the mic will just run around.
At least this way we can add stupid pictures of eggplants on robots and whatnot.
I love your strategy of just throwing the fucking most
cuckoo clip art.
The cuckoo clip art, but it's relevant. It's like too relevant and simple.
It's a fucking hell of a thing.
It's like the mind of a child, how they see things so clearly.
Isn't it? Doesn't it make
their
it
simplicity?
Awesome. You know what's going on. If I say like a jalapeno is too hot, and then I do spice eyes, and you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see. Watch. Spice eyes. So spice.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Wait. You say yours first, and then I'll tell you something. One more thing.
I was gonna say it's 12:45.
Yeah, I got one more thing I gotta tell you about.
15-20. But I got a mafia joint brought to you by the Colorado Way. They gave me a free Bill's Mafia 1 gram pre-roll to try out live on the podcast. I told them I would. Actually, I don't know if I told them I would.
Sponsored by Bill's
So the one
Mafia.
episode we had the homegrown from my buddy Grayson's mother, and that shit was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was better than the A+ weed that I got from.
But the guava,
I can't believe
the grape guava was excellent too, dude. Because that shit took my headache
We're
away.
really, really good at that. We got Mafia hits.
That means when a mobster kills someone.
Pre-roll here, we'll pop her open. Something nice and classy about taking the plastic wrap off, like a Gatorade of your joint. Ooh, the satisfying pop.
Get you some zinc tablets out of there.
Here, I have a quick smell. What do you think over there?
Pheromones.
Pull it out and
Pheromones and turds and all.
Bro, what if that weed is so good that all the Dune guys' eyes turn red?
Because like I told you, I had
Well, actually, they probably turn purple,
some
right?
bounce,
It's red with blue.
some jumps, some
But
bounce,
Zing
some
guys. Alright, wide view. Look at this.
I like the marketing one too.
Why is it always raw?
You know, I have the Zuba pants.
It's always the raw papers. I fucking hate raw papers, though.
Why? Too dry.
They don't. They both. Watch. This thing's rolled perfectly. You know it's been grinded.
Put it in the zigzag.
No, we're not gonna. Well, how about we smoke half of it, and if it boats, then we'll take it out. We'll put it into the zigzag, and then we'll see.
We'll probably be stoned and lazy by then, but spark it.
Is that what you think?
I probably put money on not being ambitious enough.
I guess it's
when it came to it.
All right, here we go. Mafia hits. Let me get a lighter though. Chief Keeks. It's kind of funny. Chief Keeks.
It's Colonel Kurtz. It's Colonel Kurtz.
Colonel Kurtz.
Colonel Kurtz. That's a real guy.
Let's get it nice and warmed
That's
up.
a real guy, but the story's not as impressive as the movie Apocalypse Now. My dog is going nuts.
And we don't
It's
sell our
later than
podcast
usual.
name short.
Pretty cool dude, though.
You want to know whose real life story is more impressive than the movie?
Who's that?
Hunter S. Thompson. Any fucking book or movie. Well, I guess there's really only two.
Yeah, the only thing is, though, dude, I don't know if it's his bad sense of humor or not, but he just made a handful of.
He's a psycho, but
He made a handful of bad boy comments that might have been a little bit too bad boy for existence.
bro, he's an anti-hero, bro. He's not what
He might be
society wanted, but it's what
anti-human, though.
society
He
needed.
might be anti-human. Who knows? I don't know the guy.
Oh, I do.
And
He's
I'm a-
my spirit animal.
And I'm a
do you
fan
wanna
of
know?
free speech. I'm a fan of all free speech.
You know he took down Nixon. Were you aware of that?
With a karate chop.
No, he's the one who caught him in the
He laced
in the
his
Watergate scandal.
joints.
He's the one who was there, caught them, then put him on blast.
Sounds like the CIA to me.
Nope. Nixon was CIA, buddy. Nobody hates that more than his paranoid Hunter. Well,
Hunter
did you know that
Biden
he
smokes
almost
crack.
won mayor of
There's proof.
Colorado Springs or the town of Colorado.
Did you see how happy Joe Biden was?
Or sheriff, excuse me.
Sorry. Did you see how happy Joe Biden was when fucking Trump won? This gotta be pretty.
Did you see when he took the MAGA? He was like, he kept the MAGA
He
hat.
put a MAGA hat on.
Yeah.
Silly old man.
I've also seen a lot of stuff,
It's hard to
like
know
the guys
what's
that put
what
on
this
like
day,
a
though.
vote for Kamala shirt and go into the Trump rally, and then he'll switch the shirt to a vote for Trump and go to the Kamala side. And you know that Kamala people just want to slice his throat, and the Trump people are just like laughing and busting his balls. Like, bro, after coming out for one day and not even saying that I supported Trump, but just saying I didn't like Kamala and that I do like Elon. Just after that, bro. Holy shit! You
What are
should
you
see
gonna
the
do? Get
fucking half my family is
Gay
cursing me
mob
out.
to death, dude. What are you
Michael
gonna do?
O'Neill called me up to tell me that that I've gone to the dark side, and then kept comparing me to my brother.
Cause what though? What were they doing for people?
I don't know, because
What is it? What have the Democrats done for anyone?
I mean, if we're not going back over the entire history of the
I just
Democratic
can't think of
Party.
anything though.
I mean, the Clinton administration left us with a
But
surplus.
I
Even
take it.
whether you like them or not now. And Obama, I mean, everybody has their whatever, but I like the temperament and the American.
I just
like
know
the-
he dropped more bombs on people than anyone else.
I mean, if we're talking, I don't know. I'm not a politician or a political scientist of any.
And I
type.
think he killed his chef too. His chef was boogie born and died in fucking 4 feet of
Donald Trump
water.
was raping and grabbing bitches by the pussies, and he was in the back of.
Civil.
He was in the back of the little.
That's
girls,
cool. That's cool shit.
The
Grab
Miss America
pussy.
teen pageant.
I grab
Them
pussy.
dressed.
I grab pussy.
I mean, And who knows what's out of context? All I'm saying is, judge it by the Americas you lived in.
And I've probably been in a bunch of locker rooms where I said that too. Like, oh, I grabbed that bitch by the pussy so hard.
Well, they definitely need.
And I do. Don't you love that when you grab a bitch by the pussy, dude? When you take the pussy lips like a hamburger, like the hamburger bun, and squeeze them together like that.
I had a girl. I had
GG that.
fingers, and she was so light, I was picking her up and moving her around. Like a fucking. That's always cool. It was fucking awesome. And she
Why did I light a cigarette?
But I would have done that to her
so
unknowingly. I think that was the thing. Is there consent? Women like it when you grab them by the pussy with consent.
Yeah,
for sure. Look, boating.
I doubt that.
Fucking boating. Fuck you, Raw. How did they're like the EA Sports, bro? How do they get into every? Are they that much cheaper than everything else when you buy them?
Yeah, it probably comes down to they got the lockdown on the machine, and they got the cheap glue from fucking Taiwan or wherever it comes from.
They must just give them away for free. Don't let the fucking Raw make their money on it. They're giving them all away for free.
To go to my screen for 2 seconds, please.
We can make that happen.
Jamie 1, Jamie 2. I just said
audio,
this.
you can also let me know.
Yeah, get some. Don't worry about it. It's up to you. It's all right. But look at these fucking shorts, dude. Look how AI turns. This is nothing compared to what AI can do. But it turned all the countries into fucking like beast warriors. I can't remember what button the fucking press to make the shorts bigger without fucking making it.
What? That's as big
it won't
as
let
it's
me
gonna
fucking
get.
full
That's how
screen
shorts
it.
work.
I hate that. It's so small.
You can just zoom in if you want.
Not his muscles though, damn. Oh yeah.
See, these look like
brain freeze.
Are you sure these are the countries? Because these almost look like the NFL teams. Well, no, I guess there's no.
No, they've done that too.
Zoom back out. I can't see what country that was. Oops. No, you're the worst Jamie, bro.
I said Jamie number 1.
Jamie number 1
2.
brought it up. Jamie number 2 is controlling.
Right. And smoking a joint.
Oh yeah. Victim culture. There we go.
Too small, too big. I could just make that whole box bigger next time. But
what's America?
Cool, dude. That's not
it gotta be an eagle, right?
Yeah,
have you actually heard what an eagle sounds like? Because it doesn't sound like that's actually a hawk.
Like
it's a red-tailed hawk. An eagle sounds like it sounds like a fucking dolphin.
No,
it sounds like
sounds like this.
Sounds like a hawk.
I will be the best president.
Sounds like a fucking eagle impersonator when an eagle is their real call.
Dang, dude. Bunch of cool shit going on
Mafia
in the world.
Hits. What do you think about the Mafia hits?
It's pretty good, except my throat's a little dry.
Throat's a little dry.
Strawberry.
It's probably from snorting all that fucking blue chew. Fucking the drip.
It's because I chopped up a Helix mattress and snorted that bitch.
Helix mattress. That's
well,
one of
it
the
was
best.
Boof and a Hello Fresh. Oh wait, I mixed that up.
Oh, that bitch that I was picking her up. She's older than me. It's my first like cougar.
Dogs are asleep on a Helix mattress.
But she had fire ass bed that had the Tempur-Pedic thing that also adjusted.
Oh, rich bitch.
Although there was a point where I was looking over and we were
sleep
both
over
sitting up
for
in
a
it, and I was
couple
like, she's
nights.
older than me. We're both butt naked sitting in it. It kind of reminded me of a hospital bed a little bit. And that was kind of like, well, hopefully,
yeah.
if I'm in a hospital bed next to a naked bitch, I hope she's younger than me.
I hope it's the nurse.
Oh,
That's
it's
always
a nurse, yeah.
It's always a cool thing. Hot nurse. Nurses are always hot and horny for some reason.
Sometimes I'll turn on the super old young porn, where it's got like that grandpa that's fucking like the 20-year-old porn star.
Yeah.
And not even to jerk off, just to
What's wrong
what is
with
this guy?
shit? How much
Does he got
this
some
guy
game
get
or
paid?
something?
Right?
How did he get selected
Money.
for this? This guy's got dementia. He's staring into the sky like
Yeah, cash.
he doesn't know where he is, but he does know he's getting fucked, but he doesn't know how, and that's how I feel. I feel like him when I watch it. I'm like, how the fuck is this happening? How much blue chew do you think they give that guy? Or would he even need it after fantasizing for 20? He's
Probably
90,
not,
so
dude.
he's been fantasizing about that for 40 years.
Yeah, probably not.
And now it came out of nowhere. Is it all natural? Holy mackerel, man.
Mackerel.
Dude, the old people, they got the highest rate of fucking STDs, dude. Because they be in them nursing homes and they don't give a fuck. And they be fucking and just dropping nasty nuts.
Whatever. Good for the gross old
more
fucks.
Chlamydia than koala bears.
Who cares? If they're gonna die, good for them. I don't know about these joints though, dude. What's up with these videos with the gigantic animals? Some of them look real, dude. Check my screen one more time.
Jamie, go to 4.
Is this real?
It looks like a enormous.
How come when I press play, it fucking disappeared?
That's just how big a fucking white owl is.
Yeah, but that's a fucking
owl.
full-size woman. That's not like a little girl.
You just didn't realize. You ever see how big a stoplight is? Like a regular old street light? You ever see how big one of them are?
I've seen some big owls, but I've never seen a giant fucking snow owl like that.
That's how all snow owls probably are. That's what I'm saying. That's not like an extra big one. That's just how big they are.
Protect Hagrid. Protect Hedwig. Protect the dog. And Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Dude, at Universal Studios, is there a whatchamacallit?
The dog in Harry Potter is Fang.
Yeah, Fang.
I'll go with you.
Is there a
Potter
fucking...
knowledge.
Oh, you better take it off my screen so I don't get copyrighted.
So we don't get copyrighted. Oh yeah. Have we been paying attention to that? I don't think we have.
Nothing bad. Is at fucking Harry Potter Universal Studio, do you think there's a fucking moaning myrtle, you know, in the bathtub in number 4 Goblet of Fire? You get to the bathtub with the golden egg?
Oh,
no.
You don't know how many times I've been there.
No.
I was just there. Oh, yeah, dog. I'm the expert guy. What do you want to know? There is a moaning myrtle, and she's in the actual regular laboratory when you walk in, and the Islands of Adventure. They have Hogsmeade.
I guess you can't be sanitary. They have like a cool bathtub for fucking people to be fucking.
Alright, this is how it works. There's the 2 Universals. There's the original Universal, and then they have Universal's Islands of Adventure. Alright? You know how Disney has all the different parks? Universal has 2. In between those 2 is a stretch called City Walk, which is it looks like Las Vegas in between the 2 parks. It has essentially...
You could gamble in Florida, right?
No. Florida's so stupid. But, yeah, they legalized weed killed again, too. For rep. But... Then, so in between the 2 parks is City Walk, right? So the old Universal is called Universal Studios Orlando. Then there's Universal Studios Hollywood, right? They're mirror images. That's like Disney World and Disneyland. Then there's Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. And I believe they also have another Islands of Adventure in California as well. But at Florida, you've got your 2 of them. You've got
shitty movies
with the City Walk in between. Now, when you go into the old Universal Studios, at the back, there's King's Cross train station, and next to it is a brick wall that looks like nothing. And you have to walk around it. It's kind of like bathrooms, you know, when you go to like the guy-girl bathrooms and you walk around that partition wall. Imagine that was bricks. So you have to walk around that,
like the labyrinth,
and then it opens up to motherfucking goddamn Diagon Valley. Okay, or Diagon Alley. What did I just say? Sorry, my Harry Potter. I'm just stuttering. That opens up to Diagon Alley. And it's exactly Diagon Alley. It's more Diagon Alley than the movies, bro. It's crazy. You're there.
Is there a Nocturne Alley?
Yes. And that's where...
what are you doing
down
there?
That's where the fucking Borkins and Burks is.
What are you doing down
And that's a real store. They're all real stores. So that's where you're going to go buy your dark fucking pendants and, you know, like...
all that slither and shit.
It's unbelievable. Now, that it has King's Cross Station next to it. You wait through actual King's Cross Station, and then it gets to a point where there's a fucking pillar.
Express.
There's the fucking pillar, and while you're waiting, there's a two-way mirror that's in front of you. So the people ahead of the line, right, when they walk through the entrance to the 3/4, it doesn't look like anything when they're walking through it to their eyes. But when you're standing back here looking through the mirror, it's the fucking pillar, and they jump through it. So you know, so you let somebody stay behind so that they take a picture of you as you're walking through it, right? I've got videos, we can even put them in, I'll send them to you. My buddy Rob, everybody's doing the cutesy go through. My buddy Rob takes his pretty blonde girlfriend and just fucking throws her through it. It almost throws her into the dude in front of her. But then you go through that, there you are. You're at fucking 3/4, bro. 9 3/4. The Hogwarts Express pulls up. You get on the Hogwarts Express, and that takes you on a real train ride to the other park, Islands of Adventure.
Sick.
It drops you off in Hogsmeade, which is where fucking the castle is, where fucking Hogwarts is, and then the Hogsmeade Village is all the fucking, every shop, it's all covered in snow. So it's got fake snow on top of everything, on every building, you know, with the crooked chimneys coming out, and that's where Ollivanders is. And you can go into Ollivanders and the fucking get any custom wand you want, and it's or not, you know, any character you want, and the shelves are crooked so that they look like they're falling off and they're overstocked. You can go actually like a few times a day. You can wait in line and you can get a personalized wand and go in, and there's a whole nother little shop where the things are flying around and all that, and then you pick your wand when you come out. They also have these $50 wands that are just generic, and they're bigger, but they have batteries in them and a sensor, so you can walk up to the shop windows and do specific wand movements to make the fucking shit happen. You'll do it at a fountain, and all of a sudden it will start to rain from the fountain above.
Yeah.
You'll do it at the plants in a fucking floral window shop.
Witchcraft Easter eggs.
They grow.
Sick.
It's phenomenal. So Moaning Myrtle, now, when you're waiting through the rides, you wait through Hogwarts, bro. You wait through the whole thing. You wait through the whole castle. And waiting in line is literally maybe more fun than the ride. And the ride is my favorite. It's 1A to Spider-Man, which is my number one. And honestly, it's just because I don't have the heart to dethrone Spider-Man. Dude, it's the craziest, best ride ever. But waiting through the castle, bro, is absolutely insane. They literally, you come into the different rooms, you come into, Gandalf, bro, but, dude, why is it high?
One of them.
What's the main wizard?
Harry Potter.
No, Voldemort, and then, not Gandalf, not Gryffindor. The
Snape?
No. The other one, the man. The top dog. Jesus Christ. I'm telling everybody on Harry Potter.
Dumbledore?
There you go. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I don't like Dumbledore. He wasn't coming. Dumbledore. When you get to Dumbledore's fucking chambers, right?
Sorry, I thought you said it already.
No,
I'm
just so
processed
stupid.
it. They said fucking Gandalf. So.
They have, you're waiting in line, but then you got like his whole room in the back, dog. And they drop a transparent screen so you can see all the real shit behind it, but then all of a sudden, it's like hologram almost. The fucking actual actor comes on, because there's a story for every ride that you're on.
Yeah.
Right? You're not just going on this ride for no reason. There's a story.
Are they woke stories or?
No, they just their theme. So for this, they're sneaking. You're a new person at the school, and they're gonna sneak you out on a broom.
Sorry.
Harry, you run into Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and they decide that they're gonna sneak you onto a broom and give you a fucking tour. Well, it's just. When they filmed this, there's probably too young for that.
Yeah,
but
there's a
she's
short
not like,
window of
but,
movies, like the 6, 7,
dude, it snows from the ceiling. It's insane. Moaning Myrtle is when you go into the bathroom in Hogsmeade, like next to one of the restaurants, St. shops. There's like, you know, the regular fucking one of the pissers that everybody goes in. When you go into one of them in Hogsmeade, all of a sudden over the speakers, you'll hear Moaning Myrtle. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's odd, and there's little stuff like that. Dude, Hagrid's ride is crazy. I was there in last year when he passed away, in November, October. It was my buddy's birthday, which is Halloween. So, but yeah, his ride is a roller coaster where you sit on a motorcycle and it's got a sidecar. So it's you and a buddy in the sidecar. And it's a fucking savage roller coaster, and the fucking joint, when it gets all the way to the fucking end, dude, you cast a spell and the whole track falls.
I think unfortunately we already discussed this because I remember it.
It's fucking nuts.
Take a Twizzler, fuck
So
off my house.
also next year, if you want, dog,
Hit
if
up
you've never been,
Universal
next year,
Studios.
Epic Universal opens, and that will be, watch Disney stock is about to go down so much. If you guys want stock tips, go buy
it'll be
some
like
Universal, or
$100 for a
put
fucking
options
week
on
ticket.
Disney. Dude, Universal's gonna own Florida. They're gonna own Orlando. They're gonna, dude, nobody's gonna be going to Disney World, bro. Disney World's so expensive. They haven't updated it in fucking 100 years. It's garbage rides. They can't even use their franchises. They can use Star Wars, but they can't use Marvel because before Marvel was sold to Disney, Universal put a lifetime agreement with Marvel that Disney cannot use Marvel character. They bought the license to Marvel, and they said Disney also can't use those characters this side of the Mississippi. So Disney can't have a park this side of the Mississippi and have its own Spider-Man or anything. That's why they only have them in the California fucking parks. It's fucking insane move. And now they're about to open Epic Universe, which is the new one that's going to have Mario World in it, where you can literally Mario Kart in AR and play Mario Kart and shoot. It's a ride and it's a fucking game. They have another Harry Potter world opening. They have How to Train Your Dragon world opening. They have a Universal Monsters opening in there. And that park is going to be bigger than all the rest of their properties combined. And it's just moving to the other side of their properties. So all of Orlando. Like, it's crazy how big Universal's about to be. Bro. Well, I think I'd rather go to Japan for like my 40th because it's kind of cheap. I was looking, you can get like round trip with a hotel for 5 days at like $1,200 with tax. Like that's the flight and the hotel. I mean, it doesn't include obviously what you're doing, but that's super cheap right there. And in Epic, when it opens up, it's going to be mobbed. It's going to be insane. But 2026 in November would be the perfect time to go. You won't have to wait in line for a single fucking ride, bro, and you'll see everything and get your money's worth. It's nuts. You gotta know the times to go. I'm the Epic G. If you ever go to those parks and you don't talk to me, then you're gonna lose out on a great time. The best, I'll tell you the best place to get drinks, like, even though you don't drink. Right at the very end of Jurassic Park World.
Married or died.
Right at the end of Jurassic Park World, when you're coming into Hogwarts territory, right there's a little secret fucking mixed drink bar. That's the fucking best fucking place to get your drinks in Universal. That's another thing, you can't drink in Disney. Only in Epcot. Universal is like the adult world, bro. There's fucking Trulies and beer everywhere, beer stands. Like, it's Darien Lake, except it's right next to Hogwarts Castle. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. While we're on big turkey legs like fucking kings. I'll show you some of these videos. You'll fucking love them. We get them on the... Hey, we have some behind the scenes footage for the channel.
Did you watch the
Lily Beans? You probably unplugged it now. You got some charger. Yeah. And we're about to be wrap this up. Right?
Did you watch the anime Dr. Stone?
No.
Did you watch the anime Interspecies Review?
No.
Did you watch all 3 prequel short films in chronological order for Blade Runner 2049?
Oh, the anime?
Mm-hmm.
No, but we watched the first Blade Runner because I'm going to watch the 2049 because I did want to watch the anime.
Good shit.
But I didn't want to, understanding the backstory. Have you watched the Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime?
No.
You know the game Cyberpunk?
Yep.
Bro, Watch a review on the game Cyberpunk, and then just to have any bit of
I know of the game, and I played through Watch Dogs 1 and 2, and I was actually stoked about Cyber coming out, but then I don't remember what happened then. I think maybe COVID, dude. I think that was the beginning of COVID or something.
No, they're the poster child. Them and No Man's Sky are the poster child for... They're the only two really to do this. They had these massive expectations, right? And when they launched... The games were not only not what they said, but full of bugs and unplayable.
Like I couldn't drop $70 on it.
But mostly, like EA, for instance, would then just say, "Oh, this game's a failure, and we're not going to put money to fix it," and cut it. These two developers, Cyberpunk, which is CD Projekt Red, makers of The Witcher, and if you haven't watched The Witcher, read any of The Witcher books, or played The Witcher game, then that's one of the top 5 games of all time.
Yep.
They did a massive comeback on this game. They repaired Cyberpunk. And the modding community repaired Cyberpunk. And they let the modding community repair it. And then they took those mods, they would pay those modders and implement it into the patches for the games. It's fucking phenomenal. It's so much fun.
Now they're just gonna plug it into Unreal.
The story is the greatest. It's one of those. It's like a Fight Club level. It's like a Naruto,
It's got some cerebral story to it.
It's incredible
psychologically engaging.
It's incredible with Keanu Reeves, who is in the whole game. He is your Tyler Durden, right, dog? He is his other conscious that keeps flashing at you. And
I can't remember if you talk shit about Trump or not, though. I might have to boycott him for a small period of time.
I mean...
No, I'm just kidding. Watch it, whatever I want to watch.
Hey, man, people get brainwashed, and even me liking Trump a little bit, is because of a bit of brainwashing, I would say. Half of the information that I've seen that's swayed mine has been biased. But... the thing is that a lot of the information that was being shown to me, I was like, yeah, I was already saying those things out loud. Like, what's the hypocrisy? How are you going to say he's going to cause war when he actually didn't? Which is a big fucking thing. How are you going to say gas isn't going to be lower when it was? How are you going to, he had a trial run, we saw it. The problem with his trial run was, he was an egomaniac. He was firing people left and right. He, didn't know how to fucking choose a cabinet. He fucking fought every mainstream media, and he was a bigot. He leaned into as much of the bigot and the misogyny. He leaned into it, like whether he blatantly said it or not, is up for possibly opinion or whatever, but he knows what, like wrestling, he was a heel and he leaned into it, and people, and sometimes you love the heel, sometimes the bad guy becomes the good guy, and sometimes the good guy becomes the bad guy.
I think he's a good guy. It's alright.
So, I mean,
we'll see. Hopefully he's not like the fucking Antichrist or something cuckoo. What were we talking about?
I forgot.
Trump, how could you forget?
You just keep interjecting him in
it's
there.
That Bill's Mafia.
On these conversations.
I had a couple sips of...
It's like, the James Webb Space Telescope, I know. Hopefully it'll be able to see even deeper into space thanks to Trump.
Wait, what did it just see? Something fucking insane.
No, there's another one that they just put up, right? And it's, so the big thing about JSW is that it sees in infrared, which is how you actually see...
Did it see a mothership? Or an armada?
Oh,
saw Alien Armada
coming.
We didn't talk about that. It's been about 2 weeks. You think they'd be here soon?
There's images of things that are space anomalies that they don't understand.
Last time I'll interject.
Trillions of different reasons.
Fire in the Sky. Did you ever see that? With Travis. The guys were out logging. There was like 6 guys out logging, and then he got alien abducted. And then like 5 days later got dropped off.
It's just a movie.
It was a movie, but he was on Joe Rogan. He's been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, they've been Randy Quaid's in Independence Day for years.
Yeah, but it's a true story.
I think aliens are coming down, secretly making it all the way here to anal probe dudes and pick them up and study them and then drop them back off. Why would they drop them off? They would just take them.
Because apparently he was out logging in some very well, they didn't even mean to catch him apparently. They were in some remote forest logging where no other humans were for miles and miles, the 6 loggers. They saw something in the woods. They said, don't get out of the truck. One guy got out of the truck, walked into the middle of an open field. A beam came down, hit him. He said
How long ago was this?
1975.
So there you go. How are you going to believe it? You'll never be able to. You can't prove it.
Well, watch a documentary before you judge it. But then he goes up, gets abducted. He believed at the time that they were maliciously doing tests on him because they did some medical stuff. He can't remember. 5 days later, they dropped him off back in his town. At the time, he spoke like they were bad. And then he thought about it. He thinks, all these years later, that actually it was an accident, that he shouldn't have been out there. He stepped into their beam, and they actually took him up there to fix him and then set him back down. I don't know, but he believes it. His friends and family believe it. The police believe it. The sheriffs. It was a huge thing at the time.
Yeah, I remember though. If nobody believes it, then nobody knows any of them.
Right.
And they get to do documentaries if they believe it.
Well, part of that is none of them wanted to do documentaries. They told everyone, fuck off for years and years and years, leave them alone. So,
yeah, until the right money came.
Maybe.
For sure. That's another thing I like about Rogan. He never pays any of the people to come on.
Well, Joe Rogan believes him 100%.
Yeah, Joe Rogan doesn't think we landed on the moon either.
I can't remember. I think he used to not believe it, but he believes we did.
No, he still is convinced.
Check it out, Jamie. I'll pull it up.
He talks to all the astrophysicists, and he is exactly like me, except, right? You have that hankering that he can't get over. Even though he knows everything, he knows there's a greater chance that he is wrong than he is right about it, but he can't help but feel that twist is a little whatever the string is. The Van Allen radiation belt is what really gets him. And unless you can find an episode where somebody explained a reason that could have gotten through that to him that would have convinced him, then I don't see him truly being convinced otherwise. But he's not dumb enough to spit in the face of NASA astronauts and decorated military members and astrophysicists. He's not like doing that. But he's staying real to himself, which is I've talked to all of them, so I know 95% that we did land on the moon. Like, well, fuck that 5%. I've asked them all, and they all kind of beat around the bush on this one 5%, and that's the 5% that is.
I have something from 6 months ago. Bart Sabrell argues that the moon landing was staged. 6 months ago, him and Joe. I remember that episode, but I don't think I watched the whole thing. Bart Sabrell is the guy who did the fucking documentary.
All of NASA photos, right? First off, we don't see in the different fucking spectral patterns and
I seen a sick one in the ISS. They were showing a beautiful Earth. Hold on. I just seen one where, you know, the hatch where like the dragon hatch, it's got like the 8 windows in it in a circle. I just seen one of them looking out the 8 windows with the Earth there, and they're correcting the cameras. The guy was like, show me, you guys, that camera angle's getting stale. Show me a different angle. Being like a skeptic.
I've seen, there was a Rogan, it was just like a mashup where it had like, they were using Rogan's rant in the background and then showing like videos over top. And there was one where they were walking by the astronaut literally in front of the green screen doing the tennis ball, and then, but you know that they're in space, like Elon Musk is in space, bro. Like there's so much, like, you know that.
Are they to the moon?
So the question is, if they are doing that stuff, like, are they just splicing it in with because they don't have enough content? A photograph of outer space, right? Any of the JSW photographs or the new one that they put up that is mapping, that is actually mapping our galaxy in straight up, like, panel by panel, it's out there just to take.
I've seen one they did like, this is 60 time magnification, this is 200 time magnification, this is another 12 times magnification.
All of that is layered together though, and that's how photography works when you're shooting stars and things like that. You're opening the apertures longer, and you're taking, specifically in space, you're shooting in, let's say, X-ray, so you can see hydrogen clouds. Then you're shooting in infrared, so you can see light. Then you're shooting in a different one, so you can, see different gases. You can see helium and that. And then they take all 8 images, boom, at the same time, and then they layer them all together. That's how you get those beautiful colors. But if you were actually looking, you wouldn't see that with your naked eye.
It's a 208 gigapixel glimpse into the universe.
Yes.
You want to throw it on that screen for 1 second?
It's taking it piece by piece. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy. This is new. Let's see. Right.
Volume.
Yeah, we can do volume. You got anything?
But that's the entire universe.
Either way, I can tell
insane,
you.
Dude.
So this is... Okay, so this is the... Let me just make sure this is our Milky Way.
Yeah.
It's not the entire galaxy.
Right.
That is, yes. It is taking the craziest 800K picture, and it's out there just to map.
And every one of those dots you're seeing is fucking a Milky Way.
And now, this is 3D, too. So, like, after they're done, they triangulate it all. They've already actually done this with the observable galaxy, which would be all 14 billion years, 16 billion years wide or whatever. And so you can zoom into it like that and then turn it and then look like you're in No Man's Sky's map, pretty much.
Same as the night.
So, this is out there, and the fucking... Now, the James Webb is the most powerful telescope in outer space right now, the JWST. What that took over for was the Hubble. What it does is it looks at infrared light from far away, and it has X-ray on it, which the Hubble did not. But because it looks at that, it can see farther. So it can see galaxies closer to the Big Bang. And the problem with it is that it showed a galaxy that is so fucking big and so close to the Big Bang that there's no way it should be able to have been that big by the time it was only 400 million years old, and it was bigger than anything you've seen. There's no way.
600 times.
Yeah.
That's like a Milky Way. Now watch it zoom back out like The Simpsons. Like the Simpsons gag. And then at the end, God's gonna do a fart, or we're gonna be inside a marble, or inside Bert and Ernie's
Absolutely
head.
Could be. I love that right there, because it's like you unlocked it on a video game.
Yeah, it's the blue eye of a giant.
So the rest of it is what it still has to map.
Sick.
It's fucking absolutely crazy. I get that off there as quick as possible. This maybe. Who knows how copyright is going. But James Webb, it's looking back in time, and that one's actually mapping it. They already have taken
which
the
is
data
a crazy
that they have,
idea.
and they have a 3D map one. You
it's
can look
looking
for that.
back in time. What the fuck is that?
Back in, I mean...
I know what it is. I'm just saying. It's a fucking insane concept to try to wrap your monkey
lights
brain
and
on.
Takes 8 minutes to get from the sun to here.
Dude, I fucking love YouTube.
Yeah, that's the I could get rid of Facebook and Instagram and all those, but now that YouTube is built in shorts, it's a problem, because I can't get rid of YouTube, dude. It's where you learn.
I love everything. Look, music, podcast, gaming, science
where am I
fiction,
get
trailers,
2-hour
ambient, live,
audio tutorial on
mixing, martial arts.
If I
Insane.
don't have YouTube, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing, dude. But also, I'm onto the AI music, the AI art, my own music, good stuff. Beetlejuice.
My friend is shout out to maybe I won't say his name because he actually has a good he's a reputable media, the head of the media department at a reputable news station, I guess. And
look at that.
He
dude.
was worried.
Oh my goodness.
We were talking about AI, yeah.
Look at that.
That was Tomb Raider?
It's Unreal 5 on a couple different games going on.
Unreal 5 is savage.
5.5.
The thing is, Oh yeah, this is yeah, I saw this.
It's got real-time fluid
Yeah.
dynamics.
Well, this is all
It's
lighting.
insane, dude.
This is all about the lighting.
Yep, it breaks down to polygons or
It gives it an they have.
hexagons.
It allows them to use an ambient light source infinitely. So you used to only go like an ambient light source is like the sun and it illuminates everything.
Yeah.
right? And-
Now it can do like white light, not just rays, right?
Well, no, you're talking about ray tracing, which is a big
Oh yeah,
thing.
that was the other part of it.
Which is so ray tracing is the mapping of the light particles virtually. So like if we actually knew where the photons were going in real life, mapping them and then having reflections based off the light,
Right.
so that when you walk in front of it, it's real time, right? It's your actual,
Like
if you
in
wave your
puddles
character,
and reflections.
yeah. Instead of what they do for a lot, they'll bake it in. So they'll, like, let's say you got skyscrapers. You know, in the windows of the skyscrapers, you're going to see the high, the skyline. You know, New York City, the skyscrapers by the Statue of Liberty, you know you're going to see the Statue of Liberty. So what they'll do is they'll bake it in to look like it's a reflection. But when you're swinging by it as Spider-Man, you're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
it doesn't, it's not. It just looks like a reflection of it. You
Same
can't
way
see
they
Spider-Man,
wash
you can't
in
be.
fucking grass and
Yeah.
trees and shit.
So the ray tracing allows the light to literally, to you're mapping the light, it's bouncing off the reflective surfaces. The surface is it's showing real time.
Looking at it is pretty fucking good.
And that's
It's
the
gonna be
thing.
indistinguishable in no time.
Well, the stuff you see in movies, right, is rendered. So anything you see in a cutscene is essentially a movie, right? So that's why you can have the graphics so gorgeous like this, because you pre-render it. The
Right.
gaming,
The
have Spider-Man
transition to
swinging
game time,
real
though.
time.
Right. Yeah.
With everything else going on, and to be doing this shit was so intensive for so long. But yeah, and now
Yeah, but
not only
now
is
it's great.
everything's getting better,
Pretty
smarter,
fucking
quicker,
close.
faster. So now you're getting to the point, yes, where if you have a strong enough computer, then you can turn on settings. So while your game is playing, it's also doing movie-like shit, insane shit, you know.
Yeah, this is the first one I watched here. First fight takedown where they're showing the lights. And
So
Like
Unreal
that.
Engine isn't really. It's not that it makes any of this possible. What it is that it puts it all together in a package and automates it, and you can build the whole thing in Unreal Engine with clicks of a button now.
yeah, dude.
It can
It's like
drop a
fucking
world.
Watercolors with fucking Ultimate Adobe.
But when you use Unreal, then you are constrained to Unreal Engine. So if you're making a game, a lot of like PlayStation, when you're making a new IP, a brand new game, they're not gonna be. What they like to do is build their own engine, right, for that game specifically, because building, a game, you want to build a Grand Theft Auto, you don't want to be constrained by what Unreal has. Okay, you want to build it from the ground up so you can implement every system that you want. So you have that balance between, if you go to the Unreal Engine, that you're constrained, but yeah, for independent, smaller people, now they can, fine, I'll be
for
constrained.
someone like me that wants to make a fucking video game at home, dude.
People, exactly. You're not, it's just like, you can have a Corvette and it can go 200 miles an hour, but if you don't know how to shift, you'll never get it up to 200, If you have Unreal, if you're making a game and you're an independent game maker and you have the best idea, a new concept, a new mechanic, a new, game perspective changing, type of fucking game, then it doesn't matter what engine you're building it on, as long as you maximize your potential on it, and Unreal's going to make that super easy for those developers. So
It's sick for this kind of stuff too, dude. Remastering all video games,
yeah, which
redoing fucking Final Fantasies and
I just got. You
Halos and
ever play Dead Rising? It's basically,
I can't remember.
it's like Shaun of the Dead. They're lost, or Day of the Dead, where they're in the mall with the zombies, and the guys got to
Didn't we
make it through.
play live with each other? We could build all kinds of weapons on
No, we didn't play this one.
Dead Island.
There is a Dead Island.
Isn't that one we played?
Is that that's in first person?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
gotta chop zombies with hatchets and shit.
That was
That
fun
was cool
too.
because it was you're with another person.
Yeah, it was co-op. That's just a lot of fun. Yeah, they just made the new one. It came out, didn't do too bad in the ratings. But Dead Rising, you're a photojournalist that flies into a zombie-ridden town, and you drop off at basically the Mall of America. So it's this massive mall, and you can use pretty much everything in the mall as weapons. But it's also it's got a comedic tone to it, and it's almost like 80 style movies, like bosses throughout. You know, like a big crazy cop lady who, security guard who's taking a bunch of girls fucking prisoner during all this, and she's like sexually assaulting them, and you gotta kill her. And then another one where you go into the supermarket part, and the manager, it's now like, and then there's hundreds of thousands of zombies crawling around, and you're just slaughtering them and getting new weapons, chainsaws. But you can also, since you're a photojournalist, you have your camera on your neck, and you're constantly pulling out your camera and taking pictures and earning XP. So there's certain photo opportunities throughout the game where, look at this crazy statue, it'll tell you, like, you get bonus points for that one. Or I just had a mission where I had to get an outtake, and I had to be worth 1,000 points with this picture. So I found these Lego helmets in the Lego store, and I started putting them on top of the zombies' heads, and then fucking shot one with a shotgun and took a picture. So it's just fucking zombie falling over with Lego heads on.
Yeah, this guy's the winner.
It's a fun game, and absolutely great remaster, but $50. It should be
It's pushing it.
At least they redid all the graphics, but they didn't really implement new systems or anything. It's not like the Final Fantasy games where they've completely redone them. Like $50, man, half fucking 70% of the game was already fucking made and done for you. All you had to do was literally change the code, which is to make it better, which is easier now. You could cut out half the fucking code, half your optimization code you can cut out now. Because the chips are so good.
They know you can pay a certain price and they'll get it from you.
It's just, I love the remasters, but if they're not, they need to be priced better.
I just want Final Fantasy.
What? Which one?
9.
My favorite was 10. 7. You got the 7 remasters, which are amazing.
I think it is 7.
7's with Cloud. You like Cloud?
I think we already talked about this too, so you gotta tell me how long we've been talking, because my dog...
Hokey smokes Rocky. We missed it by 35 minutes.
What time is it?
1:35.
1:35.
Or maybe 12:35, I don't know, because of the clocks.
Oh yeah, it's 1:35 right now. No, what's...
Yeah, it is.
How long do you think I don't remember what time we started.
I think we started it at 11:30.
About that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
2 hours.
you're going to have to let us know, because...
Is that enough of us talking shit, saying fun stuff, racist stuff, cool stuff,
Racist
hip stuff, funny stuff, it's alleged stuff, it's all for entertainment. That's the fucking deal. We have to joke about everything.
We talk about racism. That's what he meant. We didn't say racist stuff.
Come on, it's funny. And
We
it's
talked
stupid
about
and nothing's
racism.
that fucking serious, is it?
I love how you put stuff. I know what you mean, but
Hug your dog.
like the Timothée Chalamet. People are gonna think you're gay for Timothée Chalamet. I know what you meant though.
I can kiss it. It's a fucking. It's only semi.
That fucking joke.
Alright, my dogs.
I'm not gonna take credit, guys.
Floor.
I'm Mars. That's Keeks. Dogs are about to
Keeks.
take leaks unless we get this.
DR.Marz. Another
Listen,
podcast.
like, subscribe. I guess,
Yeah,
is that what you said?
we got some views on there. People are subscribing. It's
No,
like
we-
a hit, and
Is
somebody's
there?
gonna
There's a-
fucking hear it that also does podcasts. And like I said, those are two handsome up and comers that really got their cable game locked down. So
Yeah.
they'll bring us on Bad Friends or
And,
Jordan Peterson or something.
And it's brought to you by
Helix Mattress, Blue Chew, HelloFresh,
and
Funko, Red Bull, NASA,
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Grand Theft Auto 6, the JRE Experience,
Whoa.
Zigzags,
Zigzags,
Over,
yeah.
Raw, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Down too many ads in
Bro,
one thing.
yeah.
Zin.
You sold out too much.
Mafia hits, we're melting. Oh.
Coconut Way. I'd like to give a shout out to the Coconut Way in Kenmore. Sit up. In Kenmore.
Yeah, Kenmore.
On Elmwood. Right down the street from Mustachio's Pizzeria, where we're right under your nose at 2701 Elmwood.
It's a mile square. You'll be able to find it.
Yo. I tell people say, is Mustachio's Pizza good? I say, look, even when I hate my boss and all my coworkers and I want to murder the last 8 customers, I cannot lie, that pizza is
Did I got a grill?
yeah, we got it.
Can you do chicken fingers, then barbecues? Wait, is it hot sauce first? No, barbecue sauce first, then on the grill, then into hot sauce again.
Sure.
Twice rate for
My
hot sauce
favorite
and barbecue.
is the honey mustard. That would be the gold honey Cattleman's Jack's honey mustard on the pit.
Yeah, baby.
On the pit. Oh, fuck. And you try the fuck out of it. You try that. You toss them, then you try the fuck out of it, then you re-toss it again. Ah, with the blue cheese, get the fuck out of here. How you doing? How you doing? Alright.
Thank you, everyone.
It was a fucking blast. Yeah, absolutely. Next time on Apocalypse Now.
Yes.
Your favorite podcast for the apocalypse. Woo! Peace out, you sons of bitches. No, we love you all. Well, I don't know, there's probably a couple assholes out there, but we are the assholes. Peace, motherfuckers. This is where we classically leave the mics on for a second.
Concrete dreams covered in snow, lies untold in the frozen ground. Survival ain't a friendly show, but top parts here are always found. Buffalo blues under icy skies, streets slick with tears cold as ice. In this town where the spirit tries to stay alive but pays the price. Winter's grip, a ruthless beast, jagged edges on the breeze. No wound from the west or east, just a fight to stay deceased. Grimy hands and faces worn, survive the nights and break the dawn. Echoes of the dreams we torn, in a city where life is drawn. Buffalo blues under icy skies, streets slick with tears cold as ice. In this town where the spirit tries to stay alive but pays the price. Buffalo blues under icy skies, streets slick with tears cold as ice. In this town where the spirit tries to stay alive but pays the price. Buffalo blues under icy skies, streets slick with tears cold as